Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lara and today's video is a project pan, which I know is everyone's favorite kind of video. These videos get the most views out of any of my videos, so I waffle back and forth between whether I should do these more frequently or leave it as is, because I post one video a week, so that would essentially mean that 1/4 of all of my content is project pan content, which is a lot, but that's what the people want. So I'm not sure, but feel free to weigh in down below and let's just get into it. So this past week I was thinking about when I filmed this video and I was like, man, I don't actually have that much progress to announce. I don't have very many empties. Like, this is going to be a pretty underwhelming video. Maybe I should push it to next week. But then I thought about it and I realized actually I have quite a few empties, and part of that is because I just finished 2 of them yesterday, so I didn't have as many empties earlier this week. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 empties again this month. Honestly, I thought that I had 1 empty, and then when I was like writing it down, I was like, okay, actually I have 5 empties from this month's project pan, so that's pretty good. So how we're going to do this is I will first introduce the products that I finished first. I will talk about the empties, then I will show the progress on the rest of the products, and then at the very end I will introduce the new items that I am bringing into the project pan. So let's get into it. What do I think is the most exciting? I think I will start out with, this is the CoverGirl Flamed Out Mascara. Now this one, honestly, I don't think that I even used this one this much before I realized that it was finished. It was just a question of needing to bring it into my daily makeup bag and actually trying to use it a couple days and then realizing that it was finished. So I did try to revive this with some contact lens solution, but it's been dried out. I used to love this mascara, but it really stopped performing because I had it so long. So glad to get one more mascara out of my collection. I must be at, what, 25 by now? I think I've gotten rid of at least 15. So that's pretty good. Pretty soon we'll be below 20, which is amazing. Next, this is a sample, so it actually didn't take that long, but it was the Hourglass Veil Mineral Veil Primer. So this is kind of tricky because the past week or two I haven't really been able to like get anything out with this thing. The product is still around the edges. There is a little bit left, but I tried as hard as I could. I used like a little tool, so I was able to scrape some product out. Yeah, I think I got everything out of this that I possibly could. It took about 2 months to use it fully. I liked it. I liked how it performed on my face, but I didn't really like the texture of it, and also I couldn't really tell a difference when I had this on versus when I didn't wear primer, so this was not a standout, and Hourglass has terrible shade ranges, so I won't be purchasing from them regardless. Next, this is a setting spray. So in my last project pan video, I think I finished a setting spray, and now in this video I'm finishing a setting spray, but that is because this one had barely anything left. I knew it would only take about a month or 2 to get through. This is from NYX. It is the matte finish long-lasting setting spray. I also had the dewy finish, but this one, it was smelling a little bit strange the past month or so, even though I don't think I've had this one for that long, and I didn't love the appearance. I felt like sometimes when I sprayed it there would be like wet splotches in like very particular places, and maybe that was because I didn't spray it from far enough away. I don't know what the issue was, but I'm glad to get this out because I wasn't really enjoying it. Okay, and then 2 items that are more skincare, body care, not makeup. This is a body spray. This is the Warm Vanilla Sugar hand spray. Wait, what? Okay, I am just now finding out that this is actually a hand spray. This is supposed to be hand sanitizer, not body spray. Somehow never noticed this, and I always use it as body spray because it smells like a body spray. Like, why would you? Anyways, that how have I not realized this before? That was a shock. I'm only now realizing after it's done, but there you go. You'll learn something new when you actually make it through your products. Who would have thunk? Okay, this next one, this is the Brightening Mud Face Mask from the Life brand. I think a friend gave this to me a couple years ago. Years. Would it have been years? I had a couple of face masks that I was just trying to finish off in this round, and this is the only one that the packaging I saved because I just used it this week. And it's because I have like a full size face mask and I feel like I would just rather use that than individual ones, so I was just finishing off a couple. This one, it smelled nice when I first like got it out of this thing. Then I would put it on my face, and I think as it oxidized, like as it interacted with the air or something, it started to smell a little funny. So I probably could have gotten 3, maybe 4 uses out of this. Like, there was a lot of product in here, but I used it up in 2 because I just didn't want to have to use it anymore because I didn't really enjoy it. Yeah, I don't really know if face masks do anything, especially these kinds, but it was a nice thing to do. You know, it's always nice to use a face mask. Okay, those were all of the products that I finished this month. So we had 2 body care, skincare, and then 3 makeup items. Now let's move on to the progress that I've done. So we have 3 powder products that I'm sure you're all anxiously awaiting to see my progress. And I have good news. I have done really, really well with all these. So let's start out with a bronzer. This is the NYC bronzer in Sunny. Look at that. Look at that. So not only had I hit pan, that was from before, but I've hit also 2 little mini pans, and I'm really, really working my way through this. It's slow. I mean, I use this every day and it's taking so long. So I don't even know if this will be done by the end of the year, but it's rewarding to see the progress. Okay, this is the Makeup Gallery Feeling Blush. I feel like both of these blushes, I haven't really seen progress in the last month. And I don't know why, because they're pretty much exclusively all I've been wearing, but somehow the pan doesn't seem to have expanded, and maybe it actually has, and I just need to compare it to my previous pictures, so I will be doing that when I'm editing in the pictures somewhere, but honestly it feels like I haven't made much progress there, so that's been a bit disappointing. All right, moving on from powder products, this is the NYX Wonder Stick. Yes, it is not done yet. I don't know, I use this all over my eyelids every single day. Soon I will sort of hit that lip, but there's more product in there and I will dig that out. I'm so excited to be done this because it's a good matching color for my eyelids, but it's not great at preventing creasing. So I'm just using this on my eyelids because I can't figure out what else to do with it, but not really enjoying this, and I'm just excited for it to be done. The next one is this CoverGirl Exact Eyelights Brightening Liner in brown. In my last video, someone commented that there is usually a sharpening part at the bottom because I complained that like it's too thick to get a precise line. And wouldn't you know it, can you see this? There's a friggin' sharpener at the bottom. No one ever told me, I never knew, I don't think it said on the packaging. So that's actually been super helpful in getting a more precise line, but it's so creamy that like you sharpen it, you use it one time, and then you need to sharpen it again because it's gone back to its like sort of dull end. But as you can see, I'm almost done it. I think this will be done by my next update, which is very exciting because I don't love this product, but I do use it fairly regularly. So some good progress on there, partially because I've been sharpening it, but partially because I actually have been using it. I think those are all of the products that had previously been in the project, and now I'm going to be introducing some new items. So let's talk about eyebrows. I'm bringing in 2 eyebrow products. I don't think I've ever put an eyebrow product in the project so far this year because I've been working on the same things for a long time. So this is the 17 Brows That Brow Kit, and this is the sort of product that I thought I would never finish, so I never even bothered talking about it. But look at that pan. Look at that pan in the middle. It's actually pretty impressive. And yes, it's because I use it every single day and quite generously, but I think that I might actually be able to finish this by the end of the year if I use it consistently. So that middle one is a powder. The one on the side is more of like a waxy texture, which I don't really enjoy, but I might use that after I finish the powder. We'll see. So yeah, I think I will have good progress on this by last month because when I filmed the last project pan, I didn't even have pan on that color. So I think I'm making good progress on that. The next brow product is actually a brow transparent sort of brow gel. It's kind of gross because it's got my eyebrow hairs all over it. I don't think that there's much left in this, but it's kind of hard to tell. So I'm putting this in just for good measure and to make sure that I use it up in a reasonable amount of time. But I think that this one will probably also be done by the next update. So that's great. I'm going to add in a mascara to replace that other mascara that I finished. This is the Mega Plush Volume Express Waterproof Mascara. This one is a little bit difficult to judge how much is left because it's always been a pretty, not dry formula, but it just doesn't perform super well. It gives more of like a natural look on the lashes. So yeah, this was never my favorite mascara, but it was good for like a lighter look. But at the same time, I never go for a lighter look with my mascara. So kind of impractical, but where am I going these days? So I will just try to finish this off, or at least determine whether or not there is a lot left, because I can't tell, because it always gives me a light mascara look. Okay, and then last two items, another sample. I know I've been using this project pan basically to like force myself to use up my samples because otherwise it's kind of hard. But this is a lip trio. This was a Sephora birthday gift. It's just inconvenient. Like, how am I supposed to use that thing? I love the color, but I just haven't been because it's so inconvenient. So putting this in the project pan will force me to actually use it. Yeah, that's all I can say. I'm only going to be trying to use this one color. Those other two I can wait. I just want to use this one up first, even though that's not a very realistic color for this time of year, but I have to, because probably at some point it's gonna dry out anyways, so I might as well use it up as soon as possible. So the last three products, not two products, so now there's actually two products left. This is a lip balm. No idea where this came from or how long I've had it, but I hit pan on it. You see how I'm just bringing in products that I hit pan on because I know that it's gonna be easier to actually finish them off? Yeah, that's clearly my technique. So I don't like products where I have to like stick my finger in, so I've actually been using this like that, but of course that only works to an extent, and I'm not going to be able to use my lips like that forever. I'll see how much progress I can get in the next 2 months. It's fine. I don't love this, but this is what I have in my makeup bag, so I try to use it every morning. I use it probably 2 mornings a week, so hopefully having this in the project will encourage me to use it more. And then the actual last product, I don't think that I put this in the project before, but I have included it in videos before because I really should get rid of this. But I haven't. This is called Stink Bugs Natural Patchouli Smell. If you can imagine why this is called Stink Bug, I don't know. It smells pretty terrible, but it is the only natural deodorant I have. It's not good. It's really not good. But I think I'm more than halfway done this, so putting it in the project pan so that I actually get use out of it. Okay, so if you were counting, I hope you weren't, but if you were, that is 11 items because I always try to do 10 makeup items and then 1 skin or body care product. So obviously that is Stink Bug. I'm counting the lip balm as makeup, even though it's probably more akin to skincare. But yes, those are all of the items. And now, before you click away from this video, let's talk about the book that I've been reading lately. I feature a book that I've been reading at the end of all of my videos, so let's talk about it. The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes by Suzanne Collins. If you are not in the Hunger Games fandom, you might not have heard of this, but this is a prequel to the Hunger Games series centering on President Snow and how he became the villain that he is. It's really long. It's over 500 pages. My library is open. I was able to walk around in it. It was a glorious day. I picked out 7 books, and this was the first one that I decided to read because it is a hardback and it's relatively new, so I think we'll have to go back quickly, so I figured I should read it quick. Yeah, I started this 2 days ago. It's excellent. It's not the Hunger Games level. It's not quite there, but it's pretty darn close. And I know that there's a lot of people who weren't happy about this book coming out or who didn't like it, but I have really, really been enjoying it. And I do understand their criticisms, and I encourage you to look those up and make your own decision about if you would like to read a book based on the villain of the Hunger Games. But honestly, it's that same storytelling. Not the same characters, but, also incredible characters. So I'm really enjoying this. I can't put it down. And yes, I'm really glad that I did decide to read it because I love the original Hunger Games. That is going to be it for this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Let me know how many items you think I will finish for my next update of the project pan, because this time I finished 5 and last time I also finished 5, so I'm on a roll here. But I think this is going to get gradually more and more difficult as I finish more items, and then I move on to other items in my collection that I haven't hit pan on yet. But for now, we're doing pretty good. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.